my friends, welcome to the 1st of November. Today we have the 1st of November, 111 portal. It's the beginning of a powerful window where the connection with the universal energy or the source energy is way stronger. That's why also the veil between the physical and non-physical world is very, very thin. So you have a strong connection with your ancestors right now. And you also have a strong connection with the source or God or wisdom. So I want to give you a message for today that will help you to work with this time, because November is a month of incredible opportunities. And before we begin, I will read to you a message that I've written down for today, as every single day in the morning I write a message for our Instagram community. And if you want to go and receive messages every single day, go into AttractPassion on Instagram and you will find daily messages there. So today's message goes like this. You've entered the gate of November, a month of creative expansion and the fulfillment of your deepest desires. The more clarity you've gained this year, the richer November will be for you. Be clear about your desires and live as if everything you wish for is already available to you. So, if this already resonates with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because every single day I bring to you updates and messages that remind you of what truly matters in these confusing times. So, November is a big month because this year was quite turbulent for many of us, very challenging and very transformative. But all challenges sharpened your clarity. If you've been going through the journey of healing, if you've been going through the journey of recalibration, where you've been studying the events you didn't want to experience that much, just to identify where you're still attached to the worst case scenario, so you would be able to move your attention away from what you don't want and focus more on what you do want. That clarity will help you to manifest a lot of incredible things in November. November is actually a month of receiving so much of what you're clear about. So it's a month of rewards. It's a month where what I see and what I sense for this time is, I just sense a lot of rewards. And I wanted to give you this message for today as we're entering a new month, just so you enter with an intention, because there's power in intention, and I want to talk about everything. Firstly, I want to mention that clarity is creation. Clarity is creation, because once we are crystal clear on something, then we are not wasting our time. Then we're not just, jumping around. Then we are truly doing only what we want to do, what is necessary. We do what is necessary. We are very wise with resources that we have. And the main resource that we all have is time. We don't have the infinity of time in the physical dimension, even though time doesn't exist on higher plane. Here time exists. Here time holds everything together, so things don't just collapse, right? So therefore time is the most important resource that we all have. And more we honor it, more it works for us. So more we honor it, more we have reverence for time, which means we're not impatient, we are present. Reverence for time means that we are present. More we can be present, more we have trust that the present moment holds unexpected breakthroughs for us. We don't see them, that's why we need trust. If we don't have trust, It means we're doubting time. If we're doubting time, then the problem happens because we start reacting to what is happening, and when we start reacting, our survival mode turns on and it starts projecting our negative beliefs, thoughts, and stories out, and that's what we receive. So in order to work with time means that you learn to live present with where you are, love where you are. And I know it's hard sometimes because you may say, I'm not where I want to be, and I'm not surrounded with what I want, and actually I'm where I don't want to be. But at the same time, there's a spiritual lesson in this, and the spiritual lesson is maybe exactly where you are, this environment, these people that are teaching you, learn imperfect things, learn what is not perfect, learn what is not desirable or desiring, learn to love also that, so you stop wasting your energy. It's not that you will stay there forever, it's that you stop wasting your energy, right? You stop focusing so much on what is going wrong, and you pull your energy back, and then you ask yourself, okay, where I want to go. So you become crystal clear, because clarity is creation. If you would enter God's state, you would be perfectly clear. But because you are someone who is on a journey of evolution and expansion, no one expects from you that you would be crystal clear on everything, that you would be perfectly clear. That's why you've chosen to come here, to learn how to gain clarity. So it's like, we learn to wash windows, and then we see through them clearly. We need to learn to also cultivate the clarity of the mind. And to cultivate the clarity of the mind, we need to become aware of consumption, how much we are consuming just stuff, information, everything. And parts of what we are consuming certain parts are not serving us. And that's where intention can be very powerful. So the first reminder for today that I was reminded to share with you was clarity is creation. And once you truly understand what it means, your world will start bending to your ideas, to your desires. When we are clear, our energy is not shattered anymore. Now it's directed. So I want to take you to the second reminder, which is a state of fulfillment. So I know you've heard these things before, but because we've entered a month of manifestation, we've entered a month of rewards. What is the greatest reward in life? What is it, my friend? I'm asking you, what is it? So, isn't it a state of fulfillment? Isn't it a state of bliss, a state of appreciation? Isn't it a state of falling in love with life? This is the greatest fulfillment in life, right? And when we learn to live from a state of fulfillment, what happens? Hey, what happens? You've done it before. What happened? What happened when you had a good day? What happened when you started dancing to that favorite song of yours, when your favorite artist just put out a new song? What happened? Well, the whole day started turning out to be better, right? And you met an unexpected opportunity, and a stranger smiled to you and said, hey, you look beautiful today. And you went out and strange positive things happened, and maybe you received money out of nowhere, and maybe you experienced a breakthrough somewhere. Why it happened? Because you've entered a state of fulfillment. There's a secret to life that not many people understand. It's not about what happens physically, it's what happens energetically. On deep energy level, feelings tell us who we are, where we are, and what's our interpretation of what's happening. Feeling is the secret, right? You've heard that before, thanks to Neville Goddard and many other great teachers. Feeling is the secret. So it tells us that feeling it's a translation of the frequency we are on. And therefore, if we want to enter this month of November in as high frequency as we can. Let's enter it in a state of fulfillment. Let's start appreciating where you are right now and what you already have and who you have become so far. Like, this year tested you a lot, right? I've made so many videos this year like you're being tested, because so many of us have been tested. I've been tested so much that I thought, will this ever end? But then I've learned my lessons, and then I've recognized, oh, all these tests were making me more humble, more open-minded, more open-hearted. I've developed such a deep compassion and love for myself that I've recognized, well, I love all these challenges because they're making me a better person. I became more relaxed. And I've recognized that I love all of that. I love all different sensations. I love all different experiences. That's what this year taught me. And then breakthroughs happened. So I've recognized that there's something very beautiful about this year. And it taught me to enter into a state of fulfillment more frequently. So I've learned a very powerful lesson that I want to share with you right now for this video. Every time you don't feel fulfilled, it means you're focused on something you're not accepting yet. When you focus on something you're not accepting yet, it means you will feel the lack, you will feel worry or sadness or disappointment. There will be a negative sensation. But that negative sensation is a wisdom from your body saying to you, hey, you said to me you want something, but now you're focusing on the lack of it. So return back to your center and focus on what you want and be fulfilled, because it already exists in the field. Otherwise, you would not be able to think about it. If you will be thinking enough about it, like it's already real, you will be fulfilled, because you will remember that you are the source of it. It will come to you because you're cultivating the energy of it. And that's what is taking us to the third reminder, which is energy flows where intention grows. Energy flows where intention grows. So now, as you've recognized that your body is speaking to you through emotions, where you recognize negative emotions tell you you're focused on something you're not accepting yet. Let's be intentional. So there's a mean person maybe. There's a lack of something maybe in your life. And you feel lack, you feel sad, you feel disappointed maybe. These things happen to all of us. Now, intention says to us, I'm not reacting to the world anymore. I'm directing my world. I'm the director. I'm the producer, and I'm the character in my world. So as I'm going and moving and flowing through my life, I will be directing my life. What does it mean? Well, it means that before you start to do anything, you take a deep breath and you ask yourself, what kind of accomplishment you want to experience with it? What are you building here? What kind of energy you want to bring into it? Like, so many times people have a stressful situation at their job, they come home and they bring that stress into their homes. It's because they're not intentional, because they don't leave their jobs at their jobs, and they don't bring their hearts into their homes. They bring their jobs at their homes, and then everything is mixed up, right? And then we lack boundaries, and we lack clarity, and we feel confused, and we are drained out, and we are exhausted. Because our energy is all over the place. It's not well managed. Like, in our houses we have boxes and wardrobes and all of that. So we organize things. Why we organize things? Because it brings us peace. It brings us clarity. Energy loves to be organized. Look at the nature. It's well organized. Energy loves to be organized. So when your lives are not organized, you will feel chaotic. If you want to work with abundance in the month of November, if you want to work with breakthroughs, like if you want to experience breakthroughs and experience richness that life has to offer, it's already there. It wants to enter your life. Everything you desire wants to enter your life. But If you're not energetically organized, it can't, because there's resistance. Resistance tells your desires that are not here yet, I'm not ready to hold you yet. I'm not ready to hold you yet because I'm still living in chaos. I'm not living in gratitude. I'm not living in appreciation. I'm not living in peace. So in order to allow things to find you, you need to live in gratitude. You need to live in peace. And to live in peace means, well, what does it mean, my friend? What are we talking about here every single day? To live in clarity, to live in peace, to live in appreciation means that we learn to be, as much as we are rushing through life, we also learn to be a bit more slow. Not passive, but we just become more open, more relaxed. It's called open awareness. We learn to be more relaxed and a bit more open. We look around and we don't judge what's happening. We observe. Is it teaching me, like, I've manifested it. I've manifested everything. So everything that happened, I've manifested it. So what part of my beliefs manifested this? What part of my judgments manifested this? And then it will teach you, okay, I need to be more intentional here. So I need to bring more intention to everything I'm doing. So where intention grows, energy flows. When you're more intentional around everything you're doing, you will see a lot of growth happening, a lot of breakthroughs happening there. Then the fourth reminder is, as I mentioned before, November is a portal of harvest. November is a portal of harvest. So you will be receiving so much of what your energy says. That's why it's so important that you learn to cultivate the energy that you want to cultivate, not the energy the world is triggering in you. The world may trigger in you whatever it wants. It's not your thing what the world is doing. Your thing is what you choose to do, what you choose to experience, where you choose to go. This is your responsibility. What's happening out there, let them take care of it, right? But what's happening in here, this is your job. This is your thing, okay? So what November is asking from you is become very clear on what's happening within you. Your body never lies to you. Your body speaks to you in emotions. So when you have a lot of negative emotions, it tells you that your interpretation of what is happening, your idea of what is happening, your story of what is happening is not growth type of story. It's more of a destructive type of story. And it requires reframing. And sometimes we just need to focus on what we want instead of what we don't want. Sometimes we need to look deeply into the truth of what is happening to see if we still want to stay there, if we still want to do it, if we don't truly want to do it. So why we are still there? Because we are choosing to stay there. So November is truly here to teach us that your energy always manifests reality. And the last reminder I want to give you for today, gratitude accelerates manifestation. So you've heard this before, but how many times in the middle of the day you slow down and you say, oh, I'm so grateful for this lesson. I'm so grateful for that angry person because it reminded me that I can hold more understanding towards them. They're all going through some kind of battles. Like, I've been through it. You've been through it. Everyone has been through battles. So it reminds you of gratitude for the healing you've been through. It reminds you of abundance you received in your life so you can be where you are. It reminds you of everything that happened on your journey so you can be a person that you are today, right? And also, gratitude opens your heart. So then you can be more at ease with yourself and with where you are. It helps you to see things more clearly. Gratitude puts your heart into a more harmonious rhythm, which tells your brain that you're safe. When your brain knows you're safe, it synchronizes. They call it brain coherence. When brain is coherent, you become creative because now there's no chaos in your mind, there's clarity. And clarity opens doors to creative ideas that can find you, and they will serve you like guidance for the life you've been dreaming about. That's the power of gratitude. So every single day, take at least 5 to 10 minutes, sit in quietness, put all of your attention into your heart center. You can even imagine a beautiful fire in it and just breathe into it. And think about events in your life you can be grateful for. Think about events in your life you can be grateful for. And just cultivate that energy. Through time, you will become so good at it that you will just naturally become a grateful person. And that's when beautiful things will happen. November will show you so much of reflection of what you're grateful for. So remember this. I will leave you here. I hope you found great value in this video today, and I'm wishing you a very beautiful month. Know that your ancestors are guiding you, and that every desire that you have in your heart that's truly yours will manifest, will find you in its perfect timing. So I will leave you here. I want to say big thanks to everyone who is choosing to support my art. I'm also an artist, a painter. You can find all of my paintings here behind me, but also on AttractPassion.com. You will find prints of my art, original paintings, other things, products. So go and check it out. Thank you so much for your support. Also join our Patreon community for more exclusive content and YouTube membership if you would love to support this channel. Thank you so much. Once again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this message with someone who needs to hear it today. And till next time, one love.